Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it does not work without you guys, and apparently, it's just not working at all. Unless you're listening to Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones, I've been sitting by and hoping that, you know, somebody would do something to grab folks' attentions. Somebody would, break a glass, or fire somebody, yell, literally have a press conference like, the Bears are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. Or playoffs? You're talking about playoffs? Just something to show some signs of life. Something that just draws a line in sand that says, you know what, this is crap, we got to change something. That Jerry Jones would say something or do something in here. And the first one we have to speak is Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones went on the 105.3 The Fan and said, I think we're going in the right direction. You're going to watch a team evolve over time, Jones says. Mike McCarthy has proven he can do it year in and year out. I'm not sticking my head in the sand. I understand there's going to be frustration. We deserve criticism, but I think this will evolve. I don't even know what to say on that. I can give you a pass for all the injuries. The fact that you literally each week have had a different starting offensive line. That guys that are playing, some of them are undrafted rookie free agents. I can give you a pass for that. I can give you a pass for not having enough time in the off season to implement a plan. I can give you. I can understand that. But what this says to me, and I don't know, I could be completely wrong, is guys without any heart right now. When you have your quarterback knocked out on a cheap shot and nobody comes to the defense, I see more passion and fight and anger from the fans out here, from the comments and things, than I do from the players that are down there on the field. I'm literally numb and in disbelief of how bad our team played. I started looking. I got through the first drive that Washington had where they literally just manned up, hat on a hat, and just drove right down the field. And what I'm seeing, like there's that big run where it looks like Xavier Woods looks like he's a lead blocker. I'm sitting here in my mind thinking, you're the safety, and the safety's thing is keep everything in front of them, and you're keeping your eyes on what's going on with the quarterback. So that way you're in a position to make sure you're the last line of defense. But I just see him running backwards with nobody else between him and the ball carrier. I swear he looks like he's a lead blocker. And on the beginning of that play, I'm looking at Dorrance Armstrong, who's got the tight end coming down on him. Tackle goes inside. The tight end. And it's almost like he's like this. Instead of realizing, when somebody tries to hook block you, that means the ball's going on the other side. They're trying to keep you from being able to go by putting their body in between you and the other guy. That means you put pressure on there. You don't let them hook you. You shock them. You get your hands on their body so you can shed the block. And then I'm looking at guys that the ball carrier's here. They're aiming for that spot he's here, not where he's going to be. And I'm just looking at this like, this is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen. And not all these guys are undrafted rookie free agents. Some of these guys are highly paid veterans that have been to battle before, that have been successful before. Some of them have been Pro Bowlers before. Maybe I misread that. I left my glasses inside. But let me go back again. I think you're going to take your lumps with the new staff, Jones said Monday. I think we're going in the right directions. You got to watch a team evolve over time, Jones added. Mike McCarthy has proven he can do it in and year out. I'm not sticking my head in the sand. I understand there's going to be frustration. We deserve criticism, but I do think this will evolve. Well, we ain't got no choice. If here's the thing. You got two choices here. And I am too old for new tricks. I am the grumpy old man who says, get off my lawn. And it's hard for me to change. You younger people who haven't experienced anything with the Dallas Cowboys, you got two options. You can be a diehard fan and continue to die each week with everything we're seeing or not seeing on the field. Or we can move on. I don't know if this is Stephen Jones and the crew trying to say, we're not the ones who are making these decisions. We're letting Mike McCarthy hang himself, so that way at the end of the year they can say, hey, we tried this with Mike McCarthy and it was a complete disaster. So we need to interject ourselves in with the new regime. As opposed to if they're in there saying do this and do this and do this, then they're going to look like they were doing what was happening with Jason Garrett. To lose in the fashion that we've been losing week in and week out, to literally score only 10 points in 2 weeks, to literally hear your players criticizing the coaching staff, to know that your locker room is fractured, that you are now really, I think, the worst team in football. Maybe they're just trying to put a face on it and keep the laundry inside the house as opposed to outside of it. I don't know, but this is just bad. We'll talk about this tonight on our live stream. And evidently, we're not going to hear about anybody getting benched, fired, let go, or brought in, because we're headed in the right direction. Peace.